Alright folks, welcome to Brands Hatch where it gets SCL British Grand Prix. I'm Warren Keith up in the booth. It's been a while since I've been up here with you due to internet connection issues, but we're back and we're ready to roll here at Brands Hatch. As right now on board with C Foggy as he heads down what you can pretty much call the backstretch here. Down the bank into the banked right-hander. Turn the interface off for you to get a nice, okay, we're going to switch over to Freak, that's fine. The BWMC Freak. Getting going tonight. As usual, before we start the race, I'm going to check the broadcast, make sure the mic is coming through just fine, or I need to adjust the game audio. So just bear with me at home. Alright, we're going to do testing, 1, 2, 3, make sure this is working. Alright, so we're good to go, folks at home. You might have to adjust the audio a little bit, but we can work on that during the race. Let's see, on board with Freak right now, Bedazzled with a 107.443. He gets provisional pole with 6 minutes and 13 left on the clock. As I believe that's, see the only fee in the race? He is, that's the Zebra. I'm just going to call him Zebra tonight. And the same livery as Bedazzled. So, 1-2 for that livery. Right now. In third place, it's PT. Fourth is Rita St. James. She heads up towards the hairpin at the top of the the hill here. Some special rules for tonight. DRS will not be activated until lap 2 for these drivers, so we're going to have a little period at the beginning where hopefully everyone should be able to race pretty equally. So 2 laps before DRS can be enabled. So we'll switch Tiernizzle off the track, going for a little rallycross in his green Formula A car. Opening DRS. Freak exiting the pit lane. Shouldn't be any damage for him. There's Hosick in livery for tonight. I call that the Castrol scheme. There's Super in the red and black. I think it's Nord scheme. Can't really tell from the side. Official in what I call the Jamaican scheme. He's going to pull out of his pit stall and roll out. There's JAD and down towards the final turn. C-Fuck Muttley. And of course, yours truly in the SCL account, going to be broadcasting tonight live here from Brands Hatch. So right now, Bedazzled still has your provisional pole. So head down towards turn 1. Driver in the pit lane. It's a green scheme, so it's either Hosick or Tier. And it was Hosick. So Hosick getting back on track here. There's 3 minutes and 50 seconds coming up on the clock. You're watching the F1 here on the SCL Racing Network. Look back to the live coverage of F1 on the SCL Racing Network. Well, still with Hossig as makes a pretty interesting move there on, I believe that's, oh, that's a red car. So that must have been, I'm trying to get all these names here. I think that's PT he got involved with, but I believe Super has the same livery. And he's heading down turn 1, so I do believe it was Super that got involved there. Coming out of the final turn, I think that's called, I believe that's called Clark's Bend. I could be wrong. I'll have to look at a sheet for all you fans at home that love watching the race with names of corners. I don't know. But I'm pretty good at Formula 1 and calling it, so tonight's race is going to be pretty good. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left here in qualifying. Super being a brave soul, keeping that DRS open that long. Might be a glitch in the game from the monitor, but I believe he's got DRS just open. He's got it closed. Okay. So fair on him, he's got it closed, but it shows it's open on the monitor. That's good stuff. Alright, so let's go with the Zebra and go cockpit with him. Let's see what he's seeing. See him taking a nice tidy line out of that turn. And up to the final corner, he's going to take a nice, well, he swept it out a little bit there. Too much maybe for him to handle as he comes to the line to see what kind of time does he improve. Now he stays where he's at a 107.815. Getting a little wide there and paddock a bit. Bedazzle, your pole sitter with a minute remaining. Looks like he's got it very well pointed straight for him, as he's going to be starting pole if Zebra can't get another couple tenths. It's PT, he'll be starting third. Tier looking for a little bit more. He's fourth right now, and he's looks like he's on a flyer, so we'll see what kind of lap time he can post here. Try to get the speed light for you so you can see what he's doing. Good pace with Tiernezzo. He's going to be one of the guys to watch tonight as we start this race off. Hossig, another one to watch. He's starting, right now he's 8th and in the pit, so some work to do for Hossig. As Tiernezzo, what does he do? Still positions himself in 4th. Stas coming to finish a lap. Does he bump himself up? Or behind them, do they bump up? No, I believe that was... Ooh, who was that? C. Foggy does not improve. I believe we saw Super and Jay on a flyer. Jay off the track doing a little Sebastian Loeb rally. That's not gonna help right there. He's in the barrier hard. Super, on the other hand, I think he's called it off. Official, is he on a flyer? Tiernezzo got across the line in time, and so did I believe that's no, it's not. It is a Zebra. Ooh, tight quarters there. Almost got a little dicey. A little spicy there out of the final turn, but nonetheless, Tiernezzo bumps himself up to 2nd. Does Zebra get up? No, stays 3rd, but Tiernezzo getting it done. Clutch move there. Puts him up to 2nd place. Outside pole. We do standing starts here. So he's going to have himself a good little position, as that's the qualifying session over. Stas is disconnected. Oh dear. So we might have to do this. We might have to back out. I believe we're going to. We'll hear if Rita comes in. Better yet, I'll ask, because I'm the one who has to do this. So I'll go ahead and ask. I don't want to be that guy. We waiting on we getting stars again, or are we just going? Okay, I didn't see him. I didn't see him. Okay, never mind. I saw him disconnect and reconnect on my screen. Yeah. It's a one-time deal. Correct. Yep. Alright, I'll jump back in the booth and let you guys go. Alright, so we are good to go on that front. I'm just gonna wait for Rita to finish what she's saying, and I'm gonna get them going here. Alright, so we're getting ready here at Brands Hatch. Glad to have you on board for today's SCL Season 23 F1 Series live here from Brands Hatch. Got the live chat up if people decide to start chatting. We're going to be doing 2 pace laps here. The first pace lap, if you're new to the Sunday Cup League, is a pit lap. That means you come in and you can set your strategy that you have set up for yourself. If that be fuel, tire pressures, whatever the case may be, you can get that adjusted with your pit strategy. Then the second lap around, we come back and we grid up, and then we fire this bad boy off with our own style of grid. So there is one of the 2 formation laps we're going to have as the cars get fired off and rolling here at Brands Hatch. They're going to be going around at pace speed. We're going to go through the field to see where everyone is starting and where your favorite driver stacks up for a shot at the podium tonight. Bedazzle right now at the front. He's going to be starting pole position tonight at the SCL Season 23 British Grand Prix. Starting second is Tier Nizzle. Pretty good solid qualifying, getting it done clutch there at the end of the qualifying session we just saw. So he'll be starting second place. The Zebra, may I remind you, these top 3 were the fastest in practice, only a couple tenths apart, so they're going to be up there the whole race. The Zebra starting third. It's PT starting fourth. He's one to watch. He's pretty quick, but can his consistency keep up with him? That's the bigger question I think everyone's going to have tonight. As commotions in the back of the field, we'll get to that in a moment. Fifth place is Stas. Stas is pretty good. He's an Aussie driver, but he's driving the Jamaican car. So bear with him. He's pretty quick, but can he keep it on the track? As still more bumping in the back here between Rita and DWMC Freak, who is starting 6th. Rita St. James is starting 7th place, midfield for tonight's event. Hossack in 8th place. He's one of the front runners. He was really quick in practice, but he's somehow had a bad qualifying session. We'll see if he can round that back and get towards a podium position later tonight. 9th is Official, one of the drivers who is in the learning curve here in the Sunday Cup League. He's gotten better over the weeks. We'll see if he can show that tonight as he starts 9th on the grid. 10th place is JDH as they come into the pit lane to get their service before the race. Pretty much a demo lap, if you want to call that an F1, before they send him out to the grid. JDH is pretty quick. He's one of the newer guys, but he's got some pace and some consistency matters to deal with, so we'll see if that can not rear its ugly head tonight. I believe Muttley was one of the back drivers. Try to get at him. There he is. There's Muttley, another, he's from New Zealand. So Muttley, he's from Australia. What am I saying? He's going to be starting almost near shotgun. I believe this is your final row tonight. This is 12th and 13th. We'll see who's in 13th in just a second when everyone gets their positions back in order. Still got a couple drivers in the pits. As the drivers pull over to the side to let the drivers at the front squeeze on through. But Muttley's a pretty consistent driver. He's shown pace over the years. Let's see if he can work his way through the field tonight. First driver we forgot to mention, Super 8. He's very fast. He's pretty quick in the sports cars. But this is a whole new animal and breed for him. We've got a driver moving up the field. Moving back, I should say. I believe that's Sea Foggy. We'll talk about right now. Sea Foggy, newer driver, just joined the last couple weeks into the Sunday Cup League. Trying to show his team and fans what he's got. As I believe they're just waiting on everyone to get where they're supposed to be. And as your starting lineup for this season's, I should say, British Grand Prix live here at Brands Hatch. Back to the front of the field. We're going to be boxing into the grid this lap, so straight from the top of the race director's chair, we are boxed into the grid this lap. So getting ready to pull that in. Everyone getting their tires nice and warmed up, since when you sit on the grid, it kind of cools them down. DRS will not be activated for 2 laps after the beginning of this race. If anyone is seen using DRS illegally, that is a penalty waiting to happen. You might see the DRS open, but as I can show you, it is very well closed officially, but visibly it's open. So we're going to go off the manually here on the side just for a reason. So we'll see if everyone has it shut. Everyone's got their DRS shut. Good job. Well done. As coming up to grid up here for what will be the start of the British Grand Prix. Here we go, about to grid up. Drivers slowing it down. I hope we're gridding up. I don't know why they're getting in rolling start formations. We're supposed to be gridding up, but maybe there was some kind of miscommunication at the front on that part. Now we're 3 laps into this race, and we're still rolling around. We're trying to see if there was some miscommunication at the front if we were doing a rolling start. We are definitely not. That is a grid start in F1. All the open wheel cars have a grid start, so I don't know the problem tonight. I'll try to see if that's going to get fixed or not. Hopefully it does. Rolling through the back section of the track yet again. Trying to see if we can grid up this time without any huss or fuss. There we go. Looks like we're gridding up now beautifully. I think there was a little miscommunication there, but now we are gridding up. Driver's going to get in their grid slots and get ready for tonight's race. See Bedazzle lining up on the right side. He's got lane choice. He's got the right to go when he says he's going to go, as I think we might need to back it up there for third on back. Yeah, back it up. Get it. Ooh, that's some bumping back there. Come on, guys. There we go. As a commentator, you're kind of just waiting for these drivers to do their driving thing. Not used to the grid start here in the SCL. Still one of the newer things. Marshall in the room will tell the driver he's holding and clear, and once he says holding and clear, driver has from 3 to 5 seconds to go. So we'll see how this goes. Just getting everyone nice and gridded up. Tires are cooling down by the moment these guys are messing around. We'll see what we do now, as we'll wait to see those revs climb up. Just waiting now for Rita to give the command for Bedazzle. Here we go. And away we go here in Brands Hatch. Driver gets slow getting off the grid at the back. Into the first corner. Everybody keeping their toes. We got to stay 2 laps before we go green to the finish. Dazzle and Tier hard into turn 2. Top of the hill. That kind of got a little squirrely. As we're going to take a look at the back of the field here where things might be happening, and indeed it is. That's a caution. The car up on its side. We're going to redo that start once again, as there should be a caution out on the road course, and indeed there is. They're backing down. All right, so rules for the International Series. If there's 1 caution within the first 2 laps, we grid them back up to where they started 1 time only. So everyone will get back in their starting positions. Do it again. We'll do it as many times as it takes to get this race green. The driver is now back at pace speed. See Tiernizzle really trying to keep them tires warmed up. We'll see how warm those tires are. Oh, they're getting there. He's going to have an advantage on this start if he can keep these tires nice and warm. He's going to have a very good advantage. See if Zebra has his tires. The warmest tires right now at the front is Tiernizzle. So if he can keep these tires nice and well scrubbed and warmed up, he's going to have an expert advantage on the grip off the starting grid into turn 1. So check him out on this start. He's going to come down and re-grid it up again. Whoever's leading this field is not following orders. So I guess we're green flag on a rolling start, which shouldn't happen. But it is what it is. We'll talk about that later in the race. It's down to turn 2 yet again. Should have been another grid start, but it is what it is. Looks like Zebra got a jump on Tiernizzle. He's bumped himself up to 2nd place, as back in the field we're still seeing some kind of commotion, as that is a good midfield battle here. Rita gets a little wide. There's the right-hander. One driver way off back there. That looks like Super getting off in the grass, and indeed it is. Really drifting that car around. Almost brought out another caution, but we stay green. Good midfield battle here between its PT, Rita, and Jay. Jay just a little bit ahead of this battle here. It looks like Hosick gonna try to make a move. Indeed he does. Spinner. I believe that is PT. Indeed it is PT around. I believe that was a 1-car solo. We'll see if that stays where it is, as out in front, Bedazzle opening up a 1.1 second lead over the Zebra and Tiernizzle, who are battling nice and good for 2nd place right now. Tier had the warmest tires on that restart. If it was a grid start, he would have had a huge advantage, but apparently we're doing rolling starts here. back up the hill, down the back straightaway. Gotta wait for this lap to come around to open DRS, so no DRS allowed by these drivers until we come back around. It will be green to the finish, and DRS will be open as C-Foggy has DRS open illegally. We haven't made it 2 green laps. That'll be addressed at the end of the race for sure. So we're in the back of the field. He's about 20 seconds or so off the lead. Official leader of this little train here between Freak and Enstaza as DRS is now activated. 2 laps green, and DRS will be activated and will be green to the finish. So no more cautions barring a red flag. So you'll see drivers start to use DRS to their advantage. Let's wait on drivers to open. There it goes. Now we're seeing drivers use it. The Zebra is opening DRS. So is Tiernizzle. He's got DRS open. He still got it open. That's brave. Now he shuts it. Little DRS button right near the where you see 218 here on the Zebra. That's the DRS button. We'll be looking forward to see if they have DRS open when we're on board. As Tier takes a detour. Where did he go? Oh, off into the gravel trap. Jeez Louise. He loses about 2 positions. Well, actually 1. Official got by. As I said, Official, one of the drivers to watch for. He's gotten better. But can he consistently get these laps down to chase down the Zebra and the Dazzle, who's running through paddock right now, and he's heading up towards the hairpin. He's opened up a 2.1 second lead now. Good by him. He's actually gapping Zebra a little bit, but that gap is now starting to close. He's looking back here between Tiernizzle and Enstaza, who has caught Tier after Tier having a little bit of a problem there in the back part of the course, getting to the gravel trap and losing a position to Official, who he just got back from. So move Official back now to about 6th place. Check that, 5th place. Still a top 5 for Official, but Freak is closing in, and he is closing in fast. Checking back here, good battle between Jay and Rita. As someone, I believe that's Hossack, having a moment ahead of him, and indeed it is. He's going to jump in this battle. Ooh, almost getting a little bit of contact between Rita and Hossack. Hossack not wanting Rita to get by. Now he puts the inside line, cuts the track a little bit, still good. Rita getting held up a ton by Hossack right now as Rita makes her own mistake, and that allows Muttley to close up in the back of this. Oh, no, it's not. It's PT. No, it's not. Who is this? Oh, and Stas, he lost a ton of ground, so what happened to Stas? I saw a Jamaican car, I'm like, well, that can't be right, but it is, and Staza. As Jay, that's contact, and off into the gravel trap in Paddock Bend. That's going to be no caution, we're green to the finish, but yet, ooh. Not what you want to see from Stas. That's what I was talking about. Stas is really quick, but the consistency needs to bump it up. They'll have Muttley to catch up to this pack for a couple spots. So does Super, as C-Fog can now head through Paddock Bend. But Dazzle's not getting away yet. Zebra's not that far back. He's still within 2 seconds. Of course, here in the SCL, we don't have a DRS rule within a certain amount of time, so it doesn't matter if he's within 2 seconds or not. He can get that DRS whenever he wants. As you saw in that picture right there, we might be encountering some lap traffic the next couple laps. See how Bedazzle gets through that, as they're not that far from each other now. That's probably about a 1.8 second gap, and indeed it is through the hairpin, but now gaps out with the straightaways. Tiernizzle about 3 seconds back off this battle. He's got himself a nice gap now. Next driver that's near him is Freak, who's 5 seconds back from him. 3 seconds back from Freak is Official. And Hossack, who has somehow, some way, kept himself in contention for a top 5 finish, after starting 8th and having some kind of huge hiccup with the car, maybe not getting the tire pressures right. In 6th position, Rita St. James, and it's PT and Staza, and I believe you're going to see Muttley in the shot. No, but he's not that far behind. Having a little battle with Super, but these three are having might have a little battle here in the next lap or so. Get itself started as Stas and PT can chase down Rita St. James. So we'll keep our eyes on that as Stas getting a little, as we've lost one driver. I believe we've lost Super. Indeed we have. Super blowing an engine here on lap 11. Ooh, so getting tight now at the front. Two drivers getting ready to go head-to-head here at Brands Hatch. He's been consistently quicker. Zebra has been the last couple laps. Opening DRS now down the straight. Does he close it for the turn? Yeah. Looking back at Staza. Rita having problems. He's got to keep that car on the track if she's going to want to be fast, and Stas knows that, so he's going to try to take advantage, sizing her up. We're both going to open DRS for sure, as they do. Ooh, Stas got spooked. Wow. Now that was going to be very cool or very dangerous, and Stas pictured the dangerous part. He got spooked and threw him out to the gravel. Not his fault. Rita kind of jerked a little bit, but that's how these cars are. They're jerky. And you mess up hard in these cars, for sure. As PT had a little sandbox time, probably with his Tonka little trucks playing with the sand out there, but now he's back on track and defending from Stas for a top 8 spot. Now the gap closing still at the front of the field with the Zebra and Bedazzled. I believe if Tier has closed that gap a little bit, yes he has. So Tier making his way back up. We might have a three-way battle here in the next couple laps. Alright, now the quickest lap in the race is Zebra with a 1:10.616. So not qualifying pace by any stretch of the imagination. We were running about 108s. Or, well, I think we were going quicker than that in qualifying, so definitely not running Q pace. Nor should I tell my driver to run Q pace in the race. That's stupid. As up at the front we have a icon telling us that's going to be a battle, and indeed it is. Zebra has caught Bedazzled. Now, if these two can get racing, trust me, they'll get racing. That's going to open up the door for Tier to really try to catch this pack. As you just saw him in the back of that shot, right at the top. There he is. So Tier is making his way back up, as these two are going to start battling here for sure. But I think Bedazzled's got the quicker car right now, with cleaner air. Take that back. He's got a lot of car ahead of him, so clean air is going to go out the window for both these drivers. We'll see how the lap traffic can affect these guys, as that is C Foggy ahead of him as he gets out of the way. Smart driver. I'd like for you to defend your position a little bit better than that, but if you go off, you go off. As someone actually going off, that's Zebra. Go to the kitty litter. Not losing much ground, which is a blessing for him, but definitely not close enough anymore to sniff the pass, as Tier, top of your shot. Just barely. He's coming down the front stretch now. As someone's coming for a pit stop. Who may that be? Foggy into the pits. It's an unscheduled stop for him, as I believe he's just trying to get tires and try to feel his car out. Remember, he's a newer driver to the SCL. Let's watch his pit stop here. Newer driver in the Sunday Cup League. There's no tires, just fuel on that car, pulling the Lightning McQueen strategy. As we're just going to sit in pits here. Now he's off and away. So C Foggy gets going yet again. Back to Tier. We were just talking about before the pit stop there for C Foggy. He's quick. He's really quick. Looking to possibly form his own team next season. That's the rumor flying around. We'll see if that pans out the way he wants it to pan. You can see the drivers right there at the top of your screen, underneath the Brands Hatch bridge. So he's not that far away from possibly coming towards, as we had another car in the pits. That might be Stas. And indeed it was. So Stas making a pit stop. Will pits come into play here? Didn't think we might have to pit here, but I'm thinking we might have a pit stop strategy in this race. We'll see how that plays out. Bedazzled getting caught yet again, as we have one driver really off the pace. I think that might be official. As indeed he is. So pit stops will be a factor, because official was actually running quite good. So he's coming in, really for just fuel. We'll see how this, I think he might be getting tires, we'll see. Can't tell if we got fuel or tires, as I believe we have. Said Zebra's making a pit stop. I'll see. Zebra making a pit stop. Info feed is lying to me, as usual. But Tier has actually closed that gap in yet again. So, going to be a 3-car battle here, and pit stops, don't forget. Pit stops will come into play if what I'm seeing might be unfolding. So this battle for the lead is definitely closing up. Bedazzled had a good run at the front, now that's gone. Zebra closes in. Zebra's a very quick driver, very good, very understanding of these Formula cars. No doubt he's going to be one of the favorites next season when the season gets going. So we're back in the field here. See if there's any battles worth talking about. Time-wise, we're not seeing anything, but we'll definitely take a quick look. There's Freak running in 4th, barring the pit stop that he might have to make. Still a little iffy on if they need to make it, but I believe they're going to have to. There's Hossack. He could definitely get a good undercut on Freak if he comes in. And let's not jinx Hossack. He's having a good race. There's Rita. Catch them all at the same points of the track here. I'm just catching them perfectly, aren't I? Ooh, that's a good battle here. I believe that's Official and C Foggy. C Foggy going off. So Official after the pit stop has come out actually ahead of Stas. So that undercut by Stas didn't help. Probably ahead of him. And these leaders coming up on him now, actually. As there they are, back of the picture. They're all in the same paint scheme, which is very, very helpful to see who's who. But that's definitely Bedazzled on. Good Lord Almighty! But that's definitely Bedazzled catching up to him as Zebra gets by. Muttley putting a lot of steering input into that car. As Tier now is Tier's there. Tier can definitely smell these guys for sure, as I believe that's Official behind him now. So no, Official's not, so that must be Stas a lap down, and indeed it is. Alright. Get my bearings on who's who with these paint schemes tonight. That's going to be fun by me, as still telling me there's a battle for lead. Yes, I know. Tier getting held up by Muttley, but Muttley lets him through. Good driving by Muttley. Zebra's got a good line through that left-hander, but looks like Bedazzled is getting the better run. As Zebra looked right there, he thought about it, couldn't get the racetrack he needed to get down there, so he lines it up. He gets ready for another shot at it. But the more these two race, the more Tier is liking what he sees, as both of them get a little bit of grass. Zebra now has Tier on his gearbox. So whatever lead they had over Tier Nizzle is gone, as Tier Nizzle is back in this picture yet again. So a three-way battle at the top 3 spots. Nearest car is Freak. who is ways back from this battle, but let's say three of these guys get a little bit of a punching match. Freak's definitely going to want to jump on that. Oh, these cars sound beautiful, don't they? Good old V8 in the back of these cars, just how it should be. Steer hasn't found a way around the zebra yet, surprisingly enough. I thought he'd be gone by now, but it seems like when he got to the back of the zebra, the dirty air has definitely affected his car in a negative light. Yeah, having to shift down to 4th gear in that turn, which you usually don't see when you're in clean air. So, definitely dirty air playing problems with these drivers. Zazzle getting his legs stretched out now. Going to try to open up yet another gap lead, as I believe they're catching Rita St. James, who's on the front straightaway ahead of him. So, blistering pace set by Zazzle over Zebra, as Tier getting caught back up yet again by Staz. So old tires going to start to play a factor here now too, along with a lighter fuel load might make these cars a little unstable. So we'll see how these drivers can adjust to that. They have roll bars in these cars to mess around, as Zazzle gets a little... That is a name that I need to get right, because, good lord, the names on these PSN guys. It's almost terrifying sometimes. So that is Rita St. James ahead of him. So Rita is going to have to heed to the blue flag she's getting within the next lap or so, as your leader comes up behind her gearbox. This could help Zebra in Tier 2. They might be able to close it in, as, ooh, getting a little wide there was Rita. That lets Zazzle get through. Does it let Zebra get through? Ooh, that was spicy. That could have been a bad time by all, as someone went wide off the final turn. Was that the Zebra? Indeed it was. So the Zebra did get involved with Rita. Oh, dearie me. I knew that was going to be something. I knew when it got spicy, it was going to get very spicy. I didn't get expected to get Malaysian spicy, but yet again, here we are at Brands Hatch, where anything can happen. Rita now giving him plenty of room this time through. Goodbye Rita getting out of the way. So Zebra losing the position to that contact with Rita St. James. Tiernizzle up the road now, about 3 seconds up the road. So he's got some time to gain, but Tiernizzle still an equal gap back from Zazzle, as you can see here. And up clear if we click it back now. Yes, indeed. Perfect timing. There is the Zebra. Freak has lost another second to these guys, but yet again, here he is on the same lap. So if he's on the same lap, I'm telling you, something's going to happen between these guys up front where he's going to be able to get through this nice and easy. Ossig still making up ground. He's trying to gain as much as he can. He was quick in practice. I don't know what happened in qualifying, but here he is. 5th place after starting 8th on the grid. As I believe we've lost another driver. I think we've lost Foggy, so back down to 9 drivers out on the road course. Up to your leader yet again. So open up yet another second lead over Tier, so it's up to 4 seconds now is the gap. He heads down back straight away here to the fast right-hander. Tier going to try to close that gap in for sure. I think the biggest loser of this race right now might be Zebra. He had second place. Sure, he couldn't get up to the back gearbox of Zazzle, but that's not the point. He got a little robbed there with the lap down car of Rita St. James. But I'm pretty sure it was a racing incident that neither of them could avoid. As Tier is just coming through the final turn now. You'll see him at the top of your screen. There he is, just barely coming into focus. So he's about a front straight away from Bedazzle. So definitely time could be gained for sure. as indeed it has. The gap has dropped from 4.2 last lap to 3.5 at the line. So the gap now clicking down. As last time by, fastest lap on the track was Bedazzle at a 1:10.763. Osik running a 1:12.980. Stas running a 1:12.174. That's faster than Zebra. So even drivers back in 7th place running quicker laps than some of these two front runners. Final corner here, we'll see kind of lap times. 1:12.2 for Bedazzle. A 1:10.3, so Tier really putting the pace on now. Still a 1:12 for Zebra. As, never mind, he's in the pit, so here's your first of your front runners making his pit stop here today at Brands Hatch. We'll see how this affects the race. I believe they're taking tires in the field, we're just not seeing any animation. Indeed, he is gone. No pit road speed here in the SCL, but that last little chicane pretty much makes you get down to the pit road speed limit. So we'll see how Zebra can affect through this lap traffic and see if he can get undercut there on Tiernizl. Tiernizl, of course, I'm guessing is going to have to respond to that as he gets in the fence. This could help Zebra's undercut. He's going to have to pit now. He's going to have to pit right now if he's going to have to save that undercut from Zebra. Let's see if he responds with a pit stop of his own. Final corner, does he come in? No, he stays out, pulling a Ferrari strategy today and not coming in to respond to a pit stop, so we'll see how that works. DRS open on Tiernizl. He's catching up to a lap down car. It's a yellow and green car, and that is Ensaza, just ahead of Tiernizl. Zazzle, very nice gap building. He's got to 6.1 seconds. So if he pit in now, he could theoretically skip the undercut from Tier because of the no pit speed rule that pretty much erases any kind of huge delta you might get. Might be a couple second delta, like 1 or 2 seconds. So he could pretty much get away scot-free with a pit stop right now and still come out ahead of Tiernizl and possibly stay ahead of Zebra, but we'll see what kind of laps the Zebra's putting in here. We look for him here. I ran a 1:12.777 last time by. We'll see what he runs this time at his first full lap. As there is Tier now making the wise decision to respond and try to undercut. He's going to try to respond and undercut at the same time here. So in the pit stall goes Tiernizl. Does he get out ahead of the Zebra? Let's see where they're at. Woohoo, it's going to be close, guys. It's going to be close. Here he comes down the front straightaway. They let him go. Down the front straightaway. Zebra gets the undercut. Very well done. And that gets him out ahead of Tiernizl. Hosik in the pits. He should have pitted a little bit earlier if he wanted to have a shot at an undercut, so that's not going to happen today for Hosik, but still a hell of a job to get to where he is even now. As now Bedazzle, does he respond to these two drivers making the pit stop? He's running 1:11s, but Zebra's running a 1:10.3. Stays out yet another lap. I guess he's hoping, he's banking on his tires here, are holding out. So he's going to try to run this through, but it's going to be harsh. The Zebra running some pretty quick laps. See what kind of lap he puts in now. Should be coming across the line now. Or just about. Let's see here. No, I think he's coming across the line now. Let's see. Yeah, here he comes. He's around 1:10.3 last lap, 1:09.2. He's putting the fire on Bedazzle right now. Holy moly! He's gonna have to force Bedazzle. He's running 2 seconds slower a lap from Zebra's pace. He's gonna have to pit. Ooh, no! We got a slow car. That's Bedazzled. Oh, whoa! What happened there? Holy guacamole! That's gonna kill him. That's gonna kill his race. He has to pit now. If he stays out here, that is a very bad strategy call by Bedazzle, but you gotta give him credit. He's running some very quick laps here. Had a very good race. Let's see if he comes in. If he doesn't come in, that's gonna kill him. Here he goes. Smart decision. Comes in now. Oh, he misses the pit entry. Oh, everything going wrong for Bedazzled right now. As he comes into the pit. Dear, oh dear, this is gonna put Zebra surely into your lead. As we're gonna wait for, yeah, by a huge margin now. So count Bedazzled out of this one if something doesn't happen. Tyrannus even got the undercut. I think you might see Freak in the undercut, as he does. But I think Freak still has to pit yet. Yes, he... does he? No. So Freak actually got the undercut on Bedazzled. Very nicely done. That puts Bedazzled outside a podium spot. Due to maybe something the fault of another driver? I don't know, but we saw him slow there on the back straightaway just a lap ago. Rita going straight on for a exhibition Indy course. That's not happening. She gets back in going. I don't know. We got the both Jamaican cars getting down towards down Paddock Hill. Oh boy. Gotta give him credit. Stas has fought back, but what could have been, right? Very good driver, very good pace, and he's fought his way back time and time again. Maybe he can fight his way back to the top 5 tonight. Not that far off of, that's enough. That's interesting. Okay. So, that did change hands. My bad. Why is Freak in the pits? That was a very interesting. Did Tyr not get fuel? Did both of these guys not get... Oh, boy. Maybe we do have a game on our hands here, folks. Oh, this is going to get good. That's so weird. Why didn't... Oh, my. Official now. Coming down the chute here. This is going to get good. This is going to get interesting. We'll see how this works. Ooh, that's contact. More contact. Still in the grass is Stas. Good battle here by these two. It's been going on. We're going to keep our eyes on this one. It's been brewing the last couple laps, and now it's ready to serve. As both of them are getting a little bit elbows wide here at Brands Hatch. It's going to be interesting to see how this strategy plays out that people are trying to do. A lot of differing strategies I'm seeing, and some of them I'm kind of going about, but we'll see how it works out for these guys. Still going to keep an eye on this battle. This is the closest battle, I believe, on track. See if I'm right. No, Freak and Hossack are having a little scrummage of their own, about a second off, but as I say that, Hossack decides to go Ferrari, go on a safari over there. A Ferrari safari, there you go. What did I just say? These two are still going at it. Nice grudge match here for 6th place. down the hill. Joseph as I believe Stas has had himself a little trouble there. We'll check back at the front of the field. It's a 2-second gap between Zebra and Tier. Coming down 20 laps to go. This time by. That gap's still closing yet again. Don't believe that. Well, I do believe they made a pit stop, of course, no question about that. But did they take fuel on that pit stop? That's gonna be. Well, they've had to. They had to. They were down to I think about 48 liters left in the car. My head's spinning. I don't know. This is one of those races where, as a commentator, you're just sitting there going, "Well, what is going to happen?" Well, I'm glad I'm here to commentate to you what is about to happen, because it's going to get very good, very spicy, very fast as Tier comes down yet again. Very good, consistent laps I'm seeing out of Tier, showing a 109.7, which is just a little bit quicker than the leader, but very consistent between these two, between Zebra and Tier. Pretty much identical lap times the last 3 laps. So definitely not gaining or losing any ground, which is good to see. As Bedazzled still losing time to these guys. About 8/10 a lap. Last lap was a 1:10.4 for Bedazzled. As he's coming through. Coming through the chute now. When you see that Bedazzled still losing it, he's lost time. He's losing time and time and time. Someone in the pits, official yet again in the pits. These strategies are just blowing my head out of the water. I don't know what I'm talking about here. The official, I believe he's getting tires or fuel. He's definitely got fuel. But he was battling with Stas in there. Well, that's gone. Hostic and Freak. Hostic trying to chase down Freak. Freak in 4th place right now. He's hoping one of these 2 drivers at the front have a problem. He's definitely going to pounce on that. As at the front of the field, Tier and the Zebra still within a second of each other. I think Tier had the faster lap time. Oh, by 2 seconds. Yes, he did indeed. 111.2 to a 109.6. That's definitely Tier. Check off the box, having a quicker lap that lap. Let's see what the lap times are this time around. Does it still equal each other? A 1:10.1 to a 1:10.8, so a slower lap by Tier. Like I said, very consistent laps. None of them can gain nor lose time. As last time by for Bedazzled, so 1:10.8, so matching about Tier. So he's still not losing any time. He might lose some more time as he's coming to the back of Muttley now, entering the top of the hill. Muttley wisely does get out of the way. Indeed he does. Again, like to see a little bit more, how should I say, staying on the track and letting the driver by cleanly, instead of just jumping out of the way, but good by him, as that's a slow car. Oh, no way. The Zebra having a problem. We saw this once already. I think we just saw it again. The Zebra losing the car. So put Tiernizel to the point. As what is going on here? Third gear. Maybe he was at fault for that move. Maybe he's given himself a little penalty for that move, because obviously something big happened. But now that's going to put Bedazzled and the Zebra back into it. Someone flying pit lane. That's Rita St. James. She made her pit stop, and out she goes. As we're at 35 of 53, so just under 20 to go. As maybe Tier saving some fuel. That'd be stupid too, but I mean, you're letting these guys right near you. I mean, the gap between fields are absolutely massive. Down the back straight yet again, three-way battle for the lead now brewing up as Tier literally and figuratively hit the brakes. Let these guys catch back up. Maybe he wants to race. I don't know. We'll see what he was thinking after the race. A lot of commentary for me tonight. I'll be commentating this live for you. I'll be commentating a NASCAR race that will be airing live, airing later. So, big commentary duties for your boy tonight. As Bedazzled in third place now. After losing a little bit of time there. I like the Aquafina trailer that's sitting in the infield that's not Aquafina. Oh, the product placement that's not product placement. I love it. See who's where now. Stoggs and Hasek nowhere near each other. Let's see where Freak is. Freak's a little bit up the road from Hasek. Hasek's been like that close the whole race. He hasn't been able to gain nor lose time to Freak this whole race, which is, one, cool, but at the same time, what you doing, boy? You're losing times. So, we'll see how that goes for him. Tier, Zebra, and Bedazzle about the same gap from each other. And why are you showing 2:55 on the curves? What are you doing, game? We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back here at Brands Hatch, your leader, Tierney, after 37 laps. Look back here to Brands Hatch. Tierney still in the lead by about 2.1 seconds over the Zebra and Bedazzled, as we just had a driver in the pits. I believe that was official. I can get my controller working yet again. Someone was in the pits. I'm not dumb, I just saw what I think I saw. We'll see though. Zebra still reeling them in. 2.3 now on the clock. Tierna's had a quicker lap by about 1.8 seconds that last lap. 1.4. Yeah, so something like that. 1.4 seconds the last time by for Tier. See how that works out this time by. Top 5 running about identical lap times. Beautiful to see. Quicker lap goes to Zebra. See if that goes through the whole line here. Yep. We'll wait a couple more seconds to see if freaking Hasek can post quick lap, but Zebra putting in the work. He's getting quicker as the sun is starting to go down here at Brands Hatch. As you saw a couple of shots, you're going to see the sun starting to dip, as you saw right there. As the cloud cover is starting to build in, we run with real-life weather. So we check the Weather Channel app, and we see what the weather was at this particular track. And we try to simulate that with what the game has. So more cloud cover starting to roll in here to Brands Hatch. In between, right in the race here, you're going to see a little bit of sun, as it did in real life, but then you're going to see the clouds start to build back in. So a little bit of sun. May this affect the drivers as we get near the end of this race. That's going to be interesting to see, as the sun is definitely starting to peek its head out. This cloud cover just opening up for a little bit, as there's Zebra into the pit lane. No question we were going to see him again as Bedazzled gets the jump on Zebra. Does Freak get a jump on Zebra? Remember, Freak's coming again already. As he does, that's going to be a close battle here. I believe Hasek's on the back of this one. Should be. There he is. So yeah, going to be a close battle here for a third place spot. You love to see it. You really do. Put you back on tier here. Be right back. Gonna be green for the rest of. Be back to finish off this race. 42 of 53. Welcome back to Brands Hatch. Just caught it just in time. Real life comes before this when stuff's going down. Teardizzle opening up a 14.5 second gap over the zebra. Looks like Bedazzle had to make yet another pit stop or got involved in some kind of accident. But right now it looks like Tier, Zebra, and Freak, your top three. They head down towards start-finish line yet to complete lap 48. Take that back, they're on lap 48. Out of 53, so not much time left in this one. And Zebra's closing in that gap like it's no one's business. It was about 14 seconds, now it's about 11.9. I don't think it's going to get there in time, but he is closing that gap in like it's no one's business. He is pushing as much as he can. Now it's back up to 12.7. So Tier responding. Tier running some pretty horrible laps compared to what he's been running the whole race. A 112.3 is atrocious compared to what he's been racing at a 109, 110. Hell, his highest at a point was 111.3. So 112.3 is not what that he needs to be running to get this lap traffic out of the way and also stay ahead from Zebra. And the storm clouds are rolling in, it looks like. I think we're going to hold out for the rain till I think we might get this in before the rain hits. See the final turn. Not final turn, first turn. Lord have mercy. Fills that gap up to 10.1. Now, again, it's climbing to about 10.5 after Tier hits the straightaway. Now it's going to close back down. So look through the field here to see where everyone's stacking up near the end of this one. Let's give a shout out to Muttley, Rita, Official, Stas. Not having the best races, but sticking it out towards the end like good drivers, man. Round of applause to them. They're the backbone of the SCL. They're the ones that keep this league going. Even if you're not having the best of days, finish it out. As Official, yeah, that's his 4th pit stop today. Oh, scoots on right past that one. Just kills one of his crew members. Good lord. He seems to be fine. It's like the Ferrari engineer, he'll be fine. Put a cast on it, walk back out and do another tire change. It's Official. Shoots out of the pit lane, clear track for him to get back on the track. So on lap 50 now, for officially 4 laps to go. Teardizzle. He'd like to have this on his record. Not an official points race, but it will count again for his record book. He would love to have an F1 win in his back pocket, the showboat around. Be like, hey, yeah, I won a F1 race. What do you got? Not many can say that in this league. We haven't had many F1 races. Hoping to have this as a full-time series next season here on the SCL Racing Network. Le Mans specs dropped today. You can go check that out on the SCL International website. About a half or so hour from now, it'll be upped up on the website for you to look at. So about 9:30, check the website and you'll be able to see the Le Mans specs for the season. Season 2 of Le Mans, the second annual. We have it after every season for the sports cars. So lap 51 now, working as Teardizzle heading through the back section of the course. One of my favorite parts of any track are this part. Running a little wide out of there, but nonetheless keeps it straight. Down to 6 seconds now. Zebra is coming, and he is coming fast, and I don't think Tier has anything for him. He's running 2 seconds quicker a lap. This is going to get interesting. Can he get there with 2 to go at the line? Oh, boy. I don't know if he's going to get there, but he's going to drop it down to about 3 seconds, I can assure you that. Oh, yeah. A full 2 seconds a lap quicker. That's the worst. That is the worst. You can fully tell you're 2 seconds quicker, but it's not going to matter. If he gets there, I'm just going to throw my controller against the wall because that's going to be incredible. He's got 5 seconds to build. 2 seconds a lap quicker. I don't think he's going to get there. He would need about 3 more laps. And that gap's up to about 6 seconds again. I think he's beating him through here. Right here, I think is where he's getting him. Through this section here. We're going to keep on zebra. He might be able to do something. He's getting him through here, and that's not a good... I don't think that was his best turn. Well, he's making time up. Oh, he's so good through there. That's where he's gaining time. Back down to 4.9. And dropping. He's so good in the back section. But we're on the bell lap. Tiernizzle. I mean, what can you say about this race? This has been great. Good entertainment value. The strategies, the wrecks, the rolling start that should have been a standing restart. I mean, you have it all in this race. This is... My Lord almighty. Oh, boy. Me having to take 2 family crisis breaks, but it is what it is. Family comes before SCL. It's through the back section of the course again. Does he drop this time even more? Oh, gee, it's flying. Good Lord. He's coming. It's going to be too little too late, though, for Zebra. Tiernizzle. I want to see this. I want to see how far that time gets officially. God, he's coming. Tiernizzle out of the final corner. And Tiernizzle is going to win here at Brands Hatch. Officially at the line. How close to Zebra get? 2.4 seconds. Good Lord, that's great. And donuts. I love it. That's why we love implementing the cooldown lap. We love to see them donuts. Freak gonna come in 3rd if nothing happens. But as I'm not that far back, hopefully Freak can hold this off. That's gonna be a podium finish for DWMC Freak. He started back in the field a little bit. He's got himself worked up all the way to 3rd, and that's a podium finish for Freak. Hell of a race there for Freak. Bedazzle comes in 4th. Hossack coming through the finish 5th. Official comes to the line, finishes 6th, a lap down. Stas finishes a lap down, and holy moly. That's interesting. Hossack coming to the line, he's going to finish 5th. Indeed he is. So hell of a race. Tiernizzle, your winner here at Brands Hatch, with the Zebra finishing 2nd. DWMC Freak finishing 3rd. Hell of a stop. 4 pit stops for Official, and yet he finishes 6th place. Rolling to Michael Schumacher, but instead he's not winning. Muttley 2 pits. See, Zebra made 3, and the other podium. So it looks like 2 pit stops were the way to go. Thank you for joining me here at Brands Hatch. Love to see you next week as we get back into the full swing of the season after the bye week that was this week. We got International Le Mans Series at Silverstone. Camel GT, I think, is at Coda. So is... No, I think that's it. IndyCar at Texas and the Winston Cup Series at Texas. I believe that's all, and I believe that's it. My name is Warren Keith up in the booth. You might know me as WKK3. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell us what you think about the SCL. If you want to race with us, contact us now on Instagram. We're on there. Search us up at Sunday Cup League on Instagram. We're the only page with that name. Believe me, I've checked. So thank you for joining us tonight. We hope to see you next week for another great edition of the Sunday Cup League.